Ladies and gentlemen, I am Obsidian Heart. It's great to meet you. It's good to be talking to you. I have made this video with a heavy heart and unfortunate annoyance that my fucking goddamn piece of shit didn't record my voice. So it's with a heavy heart that I hope that my audio is being heard this time around. For the most part, at least. You may notice from the original fuck-up that I managed to, well, change the gameplay in the background. That is so with recordings. Also, I didn't think I was going to be recording again. So, that explains that. If you wish to see the original fuck-up, I'll put a link to it down in the description as soon as possible. So let's get right into the meat and potatoes. Before I forget. I can tell you, from what I have experienced, that this video is about a friend of mine that I went to high school with. Now, granted, I've talked to a lot of people before making this video, so we'll get into that. I had a friend named Phoenix. He will also be the thumbnail of this video. And hopefully, if my voice is being shared, which it should be this time around, I wish to tell you of a tale that happened to me. And part of that tale is what my friend Phoenix did to me. I do not desire an answer. I desire closure. I desire to fucking end this nightmare. So, because he has left me with no choice, I will go into the facts, the screenshots, and everything all above. Because he did this to himself. I didn't want any of this. I just wanted to hang out with my buddy. And frankly, I'm getting sad because this fucking video is pushing me to my limits. Anyway, so let's get right into it. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we will bring up screenshot number 1. So, picture number 1. I don't know what to say. October 10th, 2029. Hey friend, guess who's back? Hey Phoenix. Hey Phoenix, I'm back. I meant to say tell a friend. I accidentally did Taylor a friend. I did a lot of spelling mistakes, and I do apologize for that. But who hasn't made mistakes in their lives and regretted them dearly? Even the small ones. But yes, I meant to say tell a friend, tell Frozen. Okay, I don't know where I typed that spelling error, and I accidentally spelled Tyler. Taylor Park came from texting. Sorry. And I was using speech to text, and I fucked it up, basically. My own folly, a little bit. Hopefully he managed to read through all the spelling errors. I don't know for sure if he did. All I know is that it didn't get any better from here. And he didn't reply. This was October 10th. October 29th, 2025. And then I said, hey, I'm on PS5, I'm on PlayStation. LOL. Put a bunch of LOLs, I'm on PS5. Always hope I digress, and I hope the message finds him well. And I made a joke about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, because hoping to play it with him again. A joke is that me and him, I'm always broke in Xenoverse 2, so I'm always needing money for it. I'm broke, I need help, I need money. But he just, yeah. It's whatever. He didn't care. Anywho. And then I said, "Oh yes, how's your new girlfriend, by the way? You haven't told me much. How's your relationship? Hope you're doing well. Hope we can catch up, see you around. I gotta get some sleep before my brain starts to fry." Now, that context, that me breaking all that stuff down, and yeah, there was a lot of spelling errors. I just wanted to hang out with my friend. I've known Phoenix since 10th grade. I got a PS5. I was still new at using it. I was still getting used to it, too. And he did that. He left me just unread, I guess. I don't even think he saw them. And if he did, he didn't make it known. He didn't care enough to tell me how to do shit. He didn't care enough to tell me that, "Hey, buddy, I'm sorry, I'm busy." He didn't do any of that. He didn't care enough. And he left me no choice. This is not a hate video. This is not anything. This is me rolling out the facts because he's gone silent. And everyone I've talked to, Noel, everyone, they all say the same thing. He's acted like it's middle school. He's acting like it's some bullshit drama that I did something and he's, "Ooh, I'm irritated with you," and blah, but I didn't do anything. I just wanted to hang out, and that's it. And I kept my messages spaced in between. So, without further ado, before I start ranting again, let's get into screenshot number 2. Anyways, it's picture number 2 time. Let's analyze this. Alright, as you saw, that was picture screenshot number 2. So let's get into the meat and potatoes, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, and there will be no music in the background for this video. It's whatever background noise happening, and hopefully my microphone picking me up, which, from what I can tell so far, it is. This is amazing. So, let's get right into the meat and potatoes then. On Friday to Monday, November 7th, 2025, to Monday, November 10th, 2025. Let's start on November 7th. This is when this all started. 2025. "Hello, friend. How you doing? Appears to be doing well." You know, he appeared to be doing well is what I meant to say, but I guess I misspelled it a little bit. My bad on the spelling mistakes, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, I am considered a downpour of a bad person to them. Even though my friend literally is saying that, basically, without saying anything, our history meant nothing to him. I don't know where it appears came from. I basically saying I don't know where the word peer came from. I misspelled it. If you got time, what did you come down to I basically am implying to come down to the Shattered Curtain, which was a group chat, and he just, I hope he read that right. I basically meant to hang out. I wanted to hang out. Then I text him again. "Well, we have a nice chat. It's been a long time. And you have a microphone still. Decent one." I basically was implying I still have a decent one. I don't know where the word ELIZA came from. That was a typo, I think. Misspelling heavily. They ain't getting any better. Let's get into this next one. "Good friend, Mr. Steve, I see that you're in the party. With that, I am not able to join. I think, last time I checked, that was Mr. Timberman. He wants nothing to do with me, and I don't deserve forgiveness. I know he'll never forgive me no matter what, but many times I have apologized. I have learned to live with it unless he won't speak to me. I didn't think Timber would want to speak to me, and just to clarify, Timber is a Canadian friend of mine who didn't really, how do you say, like what I was putting down. I made mistakes with him, and I regret it. I tried to apologize to make amends for my actions, but he couldn't accept me, and I had to learn to live with it. And that's fine. But what Phoenix did here is something completely different than what happened with me and Timber. So, we'll get into that now. As basically I'm asking to want to hang out. I didn't know this at the time, but I was still getting used to having a PS5. And he kind of just wronged me, in a sense, by literally just ignoring the fuck out of me for no reason without telling me anything. I don't know why he did it. I can't answer that part. But what I do know is that he just didn't reply at all. Then I noticed it. I noticed that he blocked me. And yes, I wasn't used to seeing PlayStation parties, but he was hanging with Timber. He could have said something to me. He could have just told me, please stop. I need to chat with Timber. Could you please stop? He didn't do that. He didn't take the time to go out of his way to tell me, hey man, I'm busy, hey. And I would have been like, alright, I understand, my bad. I would have backed off, but he didn't. He didn't give me the time of day to be transparent with me, and he just left like I was some kind of problem for him. Tossed me away like I was nothing but garbage. And I don't know why he did that. I just don't know why. On Monday, the last reply I texted, it was why with a question mark. Why with a question mark? Alright. And after now I've explained my parts on those parts, I will have a few closing thoughts before, because we have no idea what's going on his side. In the slightest. So I'll keep this a bit brief. Let's go in my closing thoughts, final screenshot, and we will go into my closing thoughts as well. Well, as you can see from the final screenshot I have posted in my closing thoughts, on November 11th at 8:26 p.m. 2025, he left. Phoenix left my group chats, and that was the end of it. My friend Phoenix, someone I've known from high school, here is my closing thoughts for the video. Who I thought as a brother, as I thought as a good friend. I know we had too many ups and downs. We had something happen in 2022, I can't remember. And we had a bunch of stuff happen. But I've always tried to be a good friend to him. Always. Even though there's times where it didn't seem like it. But I always tried to be a good friend to him. Even if he says otherwise. And those screenshots prove it. He didn't care enough to tell me to, please, could you stop? I'm not in the mood, or anything. He could have did that, and I would have backed off immediately. But I will admit, I feel drained a little bit. Just not angry, not anything, just disappointed. Like, I'm genuinely disappointed. Like, heavily. My disappointment is very inert. And that's why I'm bringing it out into the open, because everyone I've talked to, since this is a weird situation, has said that it says, according to my friend Skyward, it says a lot about you, Phoenix, than it does about me, and if you ever see this video, which I generally think you will, or Frozen's group, they have said and stated that it seems like it just says a lot more about Phoenix, my friend Phoenix Steve, aka Phoenix, sometimes, to what he did. Because, yeah, he did a lot. And so, with that being stated, even I talked to Noel, I talked to a few others, they said the same thing, Steve. They said the same damn thing. They said that it doesn't make sense. I didn't do anything wrong, and all I wanted to do was to hang out. And it seems like hanging out is just... And hanging out like friends is just something you don't want to do anymore. But instead of telling someone that you don't want to hang out, you rather just not and just cut them off like they're nothing but issues to you. And I don't get it. I don't get it. I want answers. I don't care about anything else. I want you to give me an answer, Steve. You, Phoenix. Phoenix Steve. I want you to give me an answer, Phoenix. Because I'm tired. This video is my closure. I don't want forgiveness, and I don't want anything else. I just want answers. I want to know the truth. But before I do forget, I would like to say, as part of this closing statement, I was extremely mad when you first did it, when you blocked me or unfriended me or did both. I have no idea. PlayStation doesn't tell you. It doesn't let you know. So here's what happened, as far as I can tell. I don't know what was going on with you, or why you did what you did. And I know you're going to be like, you've done this before, like, oh, I'll only be your friend again if you delete this video, or delete said stream, because we've had that happen before in 2022. So I'm going to say this. That is never happening. I am not taking this down. And that is that. This is a statement. Not hate, a statement. Because you left me with 0 answers. And honestly, that's a dick move. That's like a general dick move. And I don't know what to say about that. So, with that being stated, I would like to go on record for the statement that I did nothing wrong, and all I wanted to do was hang out with him. Just hang out as friends, and nothing more, nothing less. And he treated me like garbage. Not just garbage. Worse than garbage. I was treated like I wasn't even worth being thrown away. I was just tossed out on the sidewalk like nothing. And that is the worst thing you can ever do to someone. So whatever you're doing, Phoenix, wherever you are, Phoenix, be lucky I decided to just roll with the facts. Be glad I decided to just do what I did instead of doing something worse. And if something happens to this video, there will be 5 more that take its place. Hydra maneuver, my friend. Hydra maneuver. Anyways, with that being said, and to quote everyone I've ever talked to about this, what is wrong with you, Phoenix? You used to be a good friend to me, and you just left me. Like, my history meant nothing to you. And now, I am left with disappointment. And little emotion left. I just feel numb, honestly. The feeling of just what's happened is starting to be numb on me, but I'm still genuinely disappointed with you. And I don't have any positive thing to say towards you right now. But I will say this. Watch this video. Listen to it if you have to. Because generally, this has gone a little too much. I've known you since 10th grade, and now you're finally just snapping on me without an explanation. That's sick, man. Anyways, without further ado, I'm ending this here. My conclusion... Why'd you do it, Phoenix? But it's whatever now. If you reply, then you reply. If Frozen Groups gets a hold of this, then so be it. Yeah, but you're only friends with them because you met them through me. Don't forget that. Or you would have never met them. Without further ado, peace.